As the slide says, good morning. And we're gonna start with a staring contest. We will try not to blink, all right? I will talk in English since we have international speakers, and I would like for them not to get bored, all right? This is me, and for sure I make better coffee than my public mumbling. This is what I do almost every day. We go serve coffee at our coffee bike or in a business center or anywhere you want us to come and wake you up. For example, this conference. I got a pretty big challenge in order to speak at this conference. Since it's international, it's pretty important, and you know what to talk about. Because for sure you read leadership books, you read management, you know selling and other ideas. And I stayed for half an hour to think life, nothing special. And I will focus on beliefs, more exactly limiting beliefs. To better understand all this public mumbling is to tell you about the definition of beliefs. A belief is a small idea that is well embedded in our minds, and that small thing has the capacity to get us up in the sky, you know, get on the moon, or that small thing has the capacity to keep us at medium level, at sea level. To understand this even better, let's make some examples. And all these pictures represent some subcategories of beliefs. And let's start with money, because money is everywhere. Can someone tell me a belief about money? Money is hard. Money don't have the ability to make you happy. Another belief? Time is money. Money open doors. If you have to work hard. Well, basically everything you said about money, that's true. But for sure, you can make money being happy. You can make money very easily. Money is not necessary. It's not a necessary thing. You can live without money. Let's take another subcategory. What about employees? What do you know about them? Do they steal? Have you heard such things? Are employees productive? They're not always productive. Are they loyal? In most circumstances, do they stay a long period or they just leave? It depends. But most of the time you hear about bad employees and employees that just come, learn something, and then they go. Religion. There's so many gods in which you can believe. So what can you believe in? The government. Let's talk about the system. Is there a system in Romania? Does it help you? No. Relations? Do relatives help us? Yes. Is it good to make business with relatives? I don't know why you believe that. It is. You see, you have more examples. And there's Pringles because it's my own example. When I was young, I did not eat chips, only when I came with my parents in Cluj. That's why I saw chips as a luxury item. And after I started my business, in the first day, I went in Bila and bought like 7 cans of Pringles, just to prove me wrong. It's just a belief in my mind. Maybe you eat Pringles all day, it's not luxury for you, something common, but for me, it was really special. Now we're gonna go deeper and understand the evolution of our beliefs in our mind, the metamorphosis, if you want to put it that way. Phase one is childhood. And as you see, parents and relatives influence us the most. And why they influence us? Because we are like a sponge. We just suck all the beliefs. If our parents talk about money, we really believe them and we take their opinion. If our relatives fight on something, we will see that thing as a bad thing. And we don't really understand it because we don't really think during childhood. We just do things. The second step is the period of school and high school where we start to make friends and we have colleagues, and there we really start to think. And all our colleagues have beliefs from childhood, thus we talk about them at school and then they really get into our head. All the people that we interact every day, we kind of tend to think like them and have their beliefs. The last step is the period of university. It's not what they teach us there, is just that period in life in which you have to overcome it, because mom says, go to school, go to university, get a job. University is basically the last step, because if you had a belief for 20 or 20 and a bit years about a thing, you probably won't change it afterwards. There you have media, you kind of start going on Facebook, read articles, the entourage, and friends, more friends. And you will see that all the friends that are near you have the same beliefs and you tend to think like them. You're the average of the 5 persons that you stay the most. You know, everyone heard that. That is true, that's just a belief. It might be wrong. After phase 3, it might be a bit late, but there is still hope, and that hope comes a bit with some sweat. Let me tell you my story, because I wanted to be an accountant until my 2nd year of university, and I participated like you guys in a project, but it was just a bit more. It was 7 days of talking about business, money, entrepreneurship, and stuff like that. And I had the same idea as my parents were employees. Money is made through work, it's hard, people with money are bad, blah, blah, blah. People with expensive cars are bad, they stole money. But I went there and some very important people, persons in Cluj came, talked about how easy it is to make money, how easy it is to make a business, how you can do good things with money. Because if you have money, you don't necessarily bribe. Maybe you donate, you help kids grow and stuff like that. You offer information to society and stuff like that. After a week, I completely changed my mind. And now I would like to show you how to identify those limiting beliefs that keep you from exploding, to understand how they work, and a couple of tricks how to change them, because it will change your world. The mechanics. Basically, everything starts in your brain as a thought. I think of something. That something transforms into an emotion. That emotions make you behave in a certain way. And then you have a reaction. To better understand this, let's think about boys, because us boys have some problems with beautiful girls, okay? So we have a thought that I'm not good enough for a specific lady. Now, for sure, I will have tons of emotions. I will start thinking that I'm not good for her, she will reject me, I have no chance with her. Then, when, let's say she comes to the coffee bike, I will just spill coffee all over the place. Well, that's a behavior that shows that I'm not confident, I'm too shy, I don't know how to make coffee. So I will not impress her, thus I will go home alone, not even get a phone number. You can put this in every circumstance, it's the same thing. I did not invent this, so the source is kind of good. But actually, it works this way. How to change it? It's pretty simple. You know, everyone talks about positive attitude. That is really annoying for the other persons near you, but it actually works. If you see people in the bus, they all look not unhappy. Everybody looks down. Why not try to look up, be happy, If something bad happens, at least look at the bright side. Again, you will annoy all the persons near you. If money is made hard, at least try to convince yourself that there is a possibility to make money very easy. So make place for the opposite of your limiting belief. It will be hard. You will not change it today. Just put it in your mind. If you have 20 years of age, offer 20 more years to change a belief, because then you still have 40 more to live. It's like, I hope you plan to live to up to 100. Another idea is to have a mentor. And basically what a mentor does is it really proves you wrong. For example, I did not hear of personal development, the flow that is now up in the sky, up until the second year of university. But then I met some persons that really impressed me. Even though I don't talk to them every day, I really listen to them and I try to do as they did. Because you have to actually mimic what the persons that you aspire to become. Isn't that like obvious? If you want to run a mile, look for persons that ran a mile very fast and do as they did. It's like a shortcut, not to use your head too much, just copy. And then after you reach that, try to be better. Read. This is something that I could not say up until the second year of university. That I keep repeating the second year because it's changed my life. I did not read for pleasure. And in that project, every speaker that came, they had a common point. I read a lot. I wake up in the morning, I do some jogging, some sport, and then I read. And for sure, they did not read, for example, 50 Shades of Grey. They read things that helped them. For example, marketing, sales, time management, teamwork. Things, even though it's not poetry, it will become poetry in your mind if you really like it. And all these subjects will help you, get to the moon. The last point is the hardest, is to make you believe that you can do it. It's hard, it's the hardest part, but if you don't have a mentor, you don't like to read their audiobooks, but if you don't like that as well, try to convince yourself it's possible, because otherwise you will believe what everyone believes. And you are meant to be special. You are meant to have the best life in the world. Why not do it? It's pretty easy to talk about beliefs. It's pretty easy to change them. Now, for sure, you believe you don't have any questions and you know everything. But I invite you to change that belief and ask me everything that you think is relevant and that will help you overcome them.